Hey guys, I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I've actually been contacted by this company in China that has these like CD players and like nav players or navigation units for your car, and they've asked me to do an install and an unboxing video to showcase their product. So let's open it up and check it out. Alright, now here's the box. Oh God. It's very well taped up. It didn't skimp out on. Oh, come on, you buggers. This one-handed stuff is fun. So this is all Android stuff. Abby has a Samsung phone, so we're going to be putting this in her car. Okay, I'm going to need both hands to... maybe not. Maybe if I flip it over. You guys go for a chin ride. That's a good saying. Usually when you think about stuff from China, that it's crappy. So they say better than expected. So their phone numbers, emails, stuff. Well, they have a warranty card. Wow. Super well packaged. Not the kind of bubble wrap you can pop very easily. I'm guessing that's the mounting stuff. Comes with all the wires, USBs, Bluetooth, or hands-free talking stuff. It's got to be like the GPS antenna. Cool. And complete wiring harness for the 2000 whatever Toyota Corolla. Okay, let's open this thing up. That's cool. It slides right out of that box. Taped up. Probably really botching this up. Huh. Cool. Cool, all the pin instructions are on there. This is really gonna do a good job for Abby's car because her current one is just terrible. What I like about this is that it, you know, like it matches, like it almost makes it look like a factory option for the car. Because it's not like a cheap plate. You know, it's not like something like you plate together and then shove it in and then it looks like it, you know, didn't belong there. This actually looks like it kind of belonged there. So, let's get all our stuff together and we're going to install this thing. These are the contents of the box for the entertainment system for the Toyota Corolla 2004. And from the left here, I'll have my assistant Eve tell us what everything is.
So here you got your GPS antenna. You got two USB outputs, or inputs I should say, for behind the head unit. There's your microphone for your Bluetooth, your head unit connector to factory plugs, obviously set up for the Toyota, and then you got all your line outs and your remote turn on for your amplifier.
And the head unit.
And the head unit.
Here in the 2004 Corolla, you'll notice that these two doors are broken, but they don't affect how you install or remove the paneling. This car currently already has an aftermarket setup, but it'll be the same steps to removing a factory setup. Let's begin. With over 4 years of experience of installing stereos, Eve's going to show us how to take this apart. So now you have to start down here at the shifter. Now the shifter boot is just connected with tabs, so you gently lift it up, undo your cigarette lighter and the light for the cigarette lighter, place off to the side, remove the center button for the heater control, remove a Phillips headed screw. Now the bottom part pulls away. Gently remove the pieces. Put your shifter in.
And pour out your contents of your tray.
Alright, so behind the heater control panel, there's a few switches and plugins to disconnect. Very easy to do, just push and pull. Now with the heater control plate out of the way, underneath the deck there's 4 screws, all with a 10mm socket. There's one in the dark corner that you can't see, and the other one's right there. Eve will remove these 4 and then we'll continue. Alright, with the new stereo clipped in, we've noticed that the fit and finish isn't perfect. It's a little bit tight down here because this is stressing so much over here on this side and this side. As you can see, the top part has a gap. There's a big enough gap up there. I think it's because down here is too tight. But since we've got it in already, we don't want to take it back out because it was a little bit tough to get it in. But other than that, it's actually solidly holding in there, and you don't need any other mounting. So we're hoping that when we push it inside these clips, it kind of squishes it together a little bit better and it looks a little bit better. Okay, with the CD player ready to install, we got to think about wiring. So since there's 2 USB ports at the back, we're going to utilize them both. I don't know if we're actually going to utilize them, but we're going to leave one in the glove box, and you literally fish it from here to there. There's an easy passageway, there's no anything blocking, and then, you know, nothing's going to cut the wire at all. The second USB is going to go in the storage compartment. We're going to drill a hole at the top and fish the wire through. Alright, so we're going to drill our hole here in the corner. See, self-removing bit. Perfect. So now we're going to go in there with the burr and clean this out until that fits. The only thing not in the kit is one of these for the rear amplifier. They have a single out, and most kits, wiring kits, come with 2. Obviously this is not something that is in all vehicles, as subwoofers and stuff like that are all aftermarket and add-ons, so you can't fault them for not having that. Okay, when we're getting ready to install everything, all of the wiring has to be connected first. So right now, so far, we've connected the antenna for the GPS.
and it's being routed to the corner over there. So the antenna went from where it is in the corner, up, down, under the dash, and up through this way. Now, this is at your own discretion in your own vehicles. It goes wherever you can figure out where to put it.
There's an antenna adapter for a powered antenna, which this vehicle doesn't have. It has the normal antenna already in it, so you literally use the antenna from the vehicle. The two factory connectors are here. You choose the appropriate Toyota connectors on here. Which this guy is this one.
So basically, a Toyota harness is a Toyota harness, and
well, certain years, what they're doing is offering more than 1 year on the harness.
they have a lot of options to put cameras and speakers and other things.
But single sub out, so we had to buy the line converter dual out.
So that'll take care of the amplification.
This is where I need the soldering iron to connect the RCA or the...
So far, this is the only connection that you have to make that's not a quick connect or anything of such. Now Eve is going to make his one and only solder weld. And that is the only thing you need a soldering iron for. Once you've soldered your connection, then you tape it. Now, on this installation, we're going to use the mic that came with the old stereo because the windshield guy urethaned it into the car, so it's kind of stuck there. So basically, after all the wiring is done, it'll slowly slide itself back in. Maybe. Oh yeah, there you go. Good to go. Look at that. Almost looks like it belongs there. Now we're doing the opposite of when we pulled it apart. We put our clips back in where they go for the heater controls. Everything slides back into place, clips back in. We're going to put the screw back in. Make the connections for the cigarette lighter and the light. And everything goes back over top, clips right back into place. And that is it for the installation. Alright. So, do note that with the new stereo install, you don't need the 4 screws to go back in because there's
If you have an aftermarket stereo.
Yeah.
If you have a factory stereo, you should take the casing off the factory stereo and install it on the side of this one.
Now these are the basic tools that you're going to need. Some wire cutters, solder, screwdriver, Phillips, a 10mm socket, an extension, the soldering iron itself, black electrical tape, and if you're afraid of breaking panels, maybe one of these bobby panel removers might help. That's it. Hey Abby, you've been driving around in your car for about a week now with a new stereo. What do you think about it?
I really like it. It's a lot different than the one I used to have. The screen's really big, so it's easy to see. The navigation works really well. I was really impressed with that. It's really accurate. The Bluetooth is, I have my iPod and my phone and it hooks up easily to both. The only thing that's not working so far is the mic for calling. I guess on my end it's not working, but Steph is going to try and figure that out. I guess we used the mic that was with my old stereo, so we'll try and use the one that came with it and see how that goes. I think he said he'll update you. What else? There's two USB cords that come from the back to the front. Those aren't working yet, but he's going to kind of take it back out and see what's going on with that. So he'll try and figure that out. Overall, I haven't used all of the features so far. There's a lot of features. I've gotten to the very basic ones, so I'll work on those. But so far, I really like it. I'm happy with it.
All right, I've got the contest winners here from that contest I said I was going to have for the spark plug and a sticker and that fidget spinner and a sticker. All right, so Abby picked these two guys to be the winners, Vitari and Sledhead 780. If you guys could message me on YouTube, that would be great. Send me your addresses and I will send those stickers and those prizes out to you immediately. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Send your friends over. If you like the video, make sure you like it. If you don't, then make sure you tell me why. And then I'll make sure I disregard that comment completely. Have a good day.